guidance, making a requirement for net beneficiaries to reapply. My taxpayer dollars should not be spent for this sort of fraud. You can't taking it out of the mouths of USDA Secretary Rick Mullen says data from 29 complying states shows 186,000 dead people still receiving benefits. She adds data also shows people getting benefits from more than one state. 500,000 people getting more than 2 times the benefit. USDA data also shows in Tennessee 12,014 fraudulent transaction claims and 4,519 stolen benefit claims have been approved. Signy Anderson, the Tennessee Justice Center, tells me those claims are mainly third-party scammers.
You believe me now? Listen, guys, I tried to forewarn people. I tried to forewarn and let people know. Look at benefits. You may get cut, you may not. It doesn't matter. But let me just go ahead and throw the disclaimer out so everybody knows my stance. My stance is this. You should not be on the program. This should be a stepping stool to get to where you need to go. The limit of the 2 years is perfect. I'm okay with the limitation. But you shouldn't be on this forever. You shouldn't. Let me throw the disclaimer out there too. We're not talking about elderly. We're not talking about the disabled. We're not talking about children. We're talking about able-bodied individuals. Individuals that can go to work and you made a few. These are facts. And I know some people won't like that stance. Everybody deserves to get the free food. Everybody deserves it. Well, how dare you say that? Anybody who wants the free food can get it. Okay. Why don't y'all get free food? That's a great idea. Oh, with that, who would love to cut the grocery bill to zero? Look, put in the comment section if you want your grocery bill to go to zero. I'll be first. I want mine to go to zero. Zero, please. You know that's not the solution. The way it works is you go to work and you nobody. And see, my other points on my videos were very clear and simple. At least I thought it was. I mean, you let me know. Use the program to get on your feet and you shouldn't be used the program to stay broke. You shouldn't be like, you know what? There's another job. They're going to offer me 70K, but I'm going to stay 70K. That's what I'm trying to tell you not to do. See how that hinders you from moving forward? See how that hinders you from moving forward? You decided not to get double the pay. The math don't make sense. And listen, you can't make the math make sense. I know what you're saying. When you use the 30,000 extra or the 20,000 extra, then you'll have more money left. And listen, I'm the last person to say that you shouldn't take care of me. I am the last person that's going to tell you this. But let me explain to you this, guys. I didn't tell this. I'm going to show you. The government got turned back on. Some of the people didn't get me down, but I climbed. And they couldn't even do themselves. Are you kidding me? There is a such thing. I mean, I'm guessing just based off of the clip I'm about to show you. There's a such thing as now people will show you all the things they got for free. But listen, I'm not making it up. Let's go ahead and
I'm so up and I can't turn it down. They counted me out, my whole life turned around. Clean up my diamonds, you know I got rinsed. You know my boys coming, you know they be biz. That advance that you waiting for already spent it. When I'm on the beat, man, you know I'm gonna kill it. Throwing money in a spiral. Every time your girl hear my song, yeah, turn her right into my hole. She shake her ass, do the eye roll. Got a skinny thong like a tie roll. I be like some pyro. Coupe 150, call it gyro.
But here's the truth, guys. Here is the truth. No matter how hard I get, no matter how much information I give, no matter how many direct points look at this. I said, people will still say, this is the way to go. Yes, I know math. Yes, I know constitutional wisdom. Yeah, I know. People will still and I can't help that. I'm telling you, instead of depending on the government, how about we do budget? No! How about we look at your credit report? How about we find out what the issue is when we already know what the issue is? You spend too much. Leave me alone! Your expenses are too much. See how fast that was? I know what you're about to say.
Orlando, there's no one out here. I hear what you're saying, but nobody wants to be in this position. Nobody wants to continue to stay in this position forever and decide not to do anything.
Let's go ahead and look at what the advice is being given by some people who are mad that they're going to work.
I'm trying to figure out why the people so mad. And it's only like, really? If you want to just apply. That's it. I'm trying to change.
I mean, it's okay. It got caught. That's just making a TikTok talking about. They're taking me away. This is what I'm talking about. You're telling me that this young woman wants to get out of the box. She wants to Do you want to be in jail? Do you like your freedom taken away? If you do not like those things, so that you can
I'm trying to get rich, so I hustle relentless.
Think, young brother, about your future.
Are there going to be sacrifices? Yes. There will be sacrifices. Will you like it? You will not like it. But will you be happier long term? You will. And I know what you're saying. I can hear people in the back. Orlando. Some people just aren't going to listen. Stop it. I need you guys to listen. Maybe you're someone on the program, and I need you to remember the control that government. They decide if you are in
They got a BP card and did the same. Once you go credit, I got a free soul.
Let me explain this to you again. You let the government decide if you and your kids are going to eat. Make that make sense to me. Who does that? Let me explain. Wouldn't it be better for you to budget and save and all those other things? I'm going to show you back then, 2 weeks ago, when people were saying they were starving. Why would you want the government to have that much control over you? Why? Listen, I'm asking for a friend. Let's look at how some individuals were saying that it was hurting them so bad. So bad.
Danielle Grant is starving.
I'm trying to see if I can get some food. Because we literally don't have anything to eat today or tomorrow. So we're going to try to make ends meet and we can.
Desperate for food, nowhere to go, Grant and many others got to the Hope Line today just to make an appointment. to come back later in the week for food. Resources are slim, leaving 40% of mom said without money to feed themselves. Some still shop.
Heard things before. It's like, they're not gonna let people starve. That's ridiculous. You know, but it's like, no, that's literally like what's happening.
Let people starve. I did starve in a strong word. If that's the way you want, why would you want someone to have that type of money? And the only way that you can get your freedom back is you believe that you're old, the benefits, you believe that you're guaranteed the benefits, they show you. Then on top of that, not only has the government been holding and dangling a carrot in front of your face, telling you're going to get all of it, telling you're going to get 65% of it, now they're telling you to re-up. No! Listen, it almost sounds like they're looking for a reason not to give you what you consider guaranteed benefits. But listen, we can talk about this all day long, but my point that I want to knock home, on a serious note, it's very critical that we take out all this loyalism, all of this depending on others to take care of us and our families. Do that. If you want safety, no one's going to give it to you. Let me say that again. If you want safety, financial safety, no one is going to give that to you other than you. The government's not going to give it to you. Your employer's not going to give it to you. Your neighbor, your best friend, your mom. No one's going to give that to you.
Write it down and keep it for future reference.
Listen, guys, if you love content like this, please join the Patreon. Keep listening to content over there. Also, too, we all look this one video. I need to watch this video right here. It will be from the house and get you into your personal property. I will see you guys
What's up, YouTube family? Pastor DJ's here, super excited about this message. You're about to watch this was on Miracle Sunday, one Sunday a year. Over the generosity, outreach, talking about the subject called needs and emotions. And I want you to reevaluate the way you're thinking about things. Because in this lesson, I'm going to teach you the and how to I
had to look at the clock and say, is it 11:45 or 10 o'clock? But I know the 11:45 is not going to let the 10 o'clock out 11:45 yet. So let's go together to the book of Hebrews, chapter number 11, verse number 4. Here's what it says, family.
Anything, if not more than what you see other people achieve. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, I'm a bad boy. When he got off my ass and got to the cash and got my bag, boy. Please don't think it's sweet, I stay with the heat even though I'm a sad boy. Watch the way you breathe around me for that breath be last, boy. I've been drinking red rash, boy. I've been jumping out these birds, McCoy. No one made my rich $1.9 million. Overseas, honey skin, bitch, precise. Wreck the GTR, I love the crash car. I'm a bad boy, so I got a bad bride. Futuristic ride. From Mach, Western 45. His heart. They don't play with me, cause they stay with me. You better lay with me. She fell in love with my eyes, shit a hockey ring. Come to kick it, I'm not on the soccer team. Won't make it as part of my round. Simmons, that's my project. I'ma do the dash, get to the bag. Ain't no one as bad as me. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, I'm a bad boy. When they got off my ass and got to the cash and got my bag, boy. Don't think it's sweet, I stay with the heat even though I'm a sad boy. Watch the way you breathe around me for the breath be last, boy. I've been drinking red rats, boy. I've been chopping out these birds, McCoy. No one made my rich $1.9 million. Overseas, honey skin, bitch, croissant. Sticky, Ricky. I smoke Skittles, not no sticky. I shot at his money, now he no longer mention me. You say you want smoking, I've been coming down the chimney. You got barbecue, your bitches are so fried and that crispy. I had on my jealous when I shot at the cunt. Act like you on war and they gon' smoke it like a blunt. I'm just keeping it real with you, I'm just being blunt. Sports Durara got the pipes at the back like a stunt, yeah. That's to the side of the bench. I keep it the bench. Keep me a text. I'll be a mess. I bust on the chest. I made a mess. I went for the best. Go like a chest. I be the best. I got the neck. I just turn the check. Live like Project X. Smoking more and more, so I'm a bad boy. When they got off my ass, ain't got to the cash, ain't got in my bag, boy. Don't think it's sweet, I stay with the heat even though I'm a sad boy. Watch the way you breathe around me for that breath be last, boy. I've been drinking red rats, boy. I've been chopping out these birds, McCoy. The one made my rich $1.9 million. Overseas, honey skin, bitch, croissant.
If you're building a company, you already know. Scaling means hiring. With every hire, you're looking at payroll setup, benefits enrollment, IT provisioning, access to 12 different tools, corporate card, compliance paperwork. Onboarding one takes your ops teams about 6 hours, but you're hiring 15 this quarter. That's 90 hours of manual work. Most companies are running on 100 plus disconnected tools now. Each one solves a problem, but together they create silos. Rippling, one of the fastest growing HR, IT, and spend platforms out there, calls this SAD, software as a disservice. To combat this, Rippling built a unified platform across 4 systems that run your company. One source of truth for all employee data that allows you to manage HR, payroll, spend, and IT in one unified system. You can hire contractors in more than 185 countries and full-time employees in more than 80 countries and pay them in different currencies, which really matters because your next hire probably isn't local. New hire gets their laptop, all accounts, correct permissions based on their role, all automatically. Someone leaves, everything gets deprovisioned instantly. Real-time visibility into company spending. No more waiting for expense reports. No more budget surprises. Rippling is trusted by more than 20,000 companies across a range of industries, including Cursor, Berry, Cheza.com, and Liquid Death. Every fragmented system in your stack is holding back execution. Rippling provides 4 core systems to manage your entire staff end-to-end. HR, payroll, IT, and spend management, all connected, all automated, helping you increase savings and make better decisions. And that's how you build a company that can actually move as fast as you scale. Check out StopSAD.com to see if SAD is affecting your organization and what you can do about it.
Pie. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's actually my grandma's recipe.
The screw scientist. My diamond ain't frozen. Pocket loaded. Diamond chain they glowing. And they showing. Money I'm a thought. Watch me blood. Come shit when I bought. That you can't afford. Loaded. Chain, white, light, snowing, drama, car, like it's stolen. White my nose, I'm loaded. 81,000 lights around on. Count up, all chicks, I'm flex on my smoke, gas, lost my brick, long as I'm loaded, I'm flex, load. You live with your mother, cut, bomb hands, load. My diamond ain't frozen. Pocket loaded. Diamond chain they glowing. And they showing. Money I'm a thought. Watch me blood. Come shit when I bought. That you can't afford. Loaded. Nah, man, Range Rover. I don't gotta drive. Scroll over the chauffeur. Bitch, I get so fly when I shop the Dover. They all in the sky. Just know that I'm loaded. Pocket got big eyes. Just know that I'm loaded. Pocket got big eyes. Just know that I'm loaded. Wow. Went to the bank today. They said you loaded. Saw you flexing, but you don't own it. Ay, I just went platinum. Count my bonus. My diamond ain't frozen. Pocket loaded. Diamond chain they glowing. And they showing. Money I'm a thought. Watch me blood. Come shit when I bought. That you can't afford.
Your future is at your fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility and diversity of futures trading with NinjaTrader, the #1 rated futures broker. Start trading futures today.
Be advised, enemy forces are dug in across multiple sectors. Break their defenses and secure all territory. Move out.
Attached, that's alright, that's alright. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. Water on my neck, swim through that, that's a lot. Fuck from the back, hit her once, that's alright. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. Water on my neck, swim through that, that's a lot. Fendi knapsack, why I'm spitting Fendi facts. I don't want you back, you a thought, you a nap. Just like his bitch ass, that a nigga will get clapped. Put a pause on that, you still broke, you ain't back. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. 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 I can never change, gotta stick to my routine. I'm a hit it once, then you know I gotta leave. Got addictive personality, I turned into a fiend. Okay, my money sky blue, but my it's not green. My boys would work to turn on 10. Saw a minivan following my brand new lamp. I had a spinning in my hand. All my bitches tens, no I do not fuck with fans. I don't check my DMs, found out she was a man. I can't DM, never ever again. Lucid on my vision, that's the only thing that's trend. Okay, nigga, let's get it. Got your bitch on my top 10, let's get it. I don't wanna know more, then I gotta clip it. Ball made jeans on the front, got the zip. My ice game got cold, got sick. I'm a Leo like mine, I'm simple. Stand on my money, I'm tall like Sim. June and July cold just like Tim. It's too low, then the car I lift. I know big girl miss my drip. Girl, bro, slick me, experiment, man. You need to go with take a minute. But your ass fat, I'ma go for the finish. Overseas, I mean croissants. Told a fun nigga, don't touch my crib. Shit on that, can't wipe no blood. 4 years, I ain't touched no chin. Well, back to back, back to back, back to back. Big Lee Hellcat, no Lambo, MA back. I can't talk on the phone. Think my shit is tap. Fuck from the back. Hit her once, that's alright. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. No strings attached, that's alright, that's alright. Water on my neck, swim through that, that's a lot. Fendi knapsack, why I'm spitting Fendi facts. I don't want you back, you a thought, you a nap. Yes, that's no racks, that's no racks, that's no racks. Your jeans they too fat, man, no chips, they relax. I got on Dior, and my skinnies, they all black. If we serve the sack, then we take that shit right back. 600 for a hat, 600 for a jacket. Try to hold me tight, but I didn't hug her back. Cause she tried to snatch out my pocket with her legs. Fuck from the back, hit her once, that's a right. No strings attached, that's a right, that's a right. No strings attached, that's a right, that's a right. Water on my neck, swim through that, that's a lot. Fuck from the back, hit her once, that's a right. No strings attached, that's a right, that's a right. No strings attached, that's a right, that's a right. No strings attached, that's a right, that's a right.
Introducing the Tell a Friend Credit Check.
Hey, check this out. I just got my FICO score for free with the Experian app.
Fred, you always know the best apps. You can also raise your FICO score with your streaming service payments.
I know binge watching would pay off. And you can add your rent, your phone, and utility payments.
What? I can get credit for those? So then I added my utility payments and boosted my FICO score.
Let me guess. Instantly, right?
How'd you know, Fred?
Download the free app now.
Remember when using AI meant copying and pasting prompts into ChatGPT? Yeah, those days are totally over. Welcome to the world of AI employees. Think of them as your digital co-workers who actually know what they're doing. These aren't your typical chatbots that just sit there waiting for you to tell them what to do. AI employees actually jump in and help out without you having to babysit them constantly. So what exactly is an AI employee? It's basically an advanced AI that can handle specific jobs in your business. But here's the cool part. Instead of just waiting around for you to give them commands, they're proactive. They learn from what they do, and they actually get your business. These digital workers don't just follow orders. They understand your business inside and out. They can see what you need before you even ask, and they keep getting better at their jobs. No more spending hours crafting the perfect prompt or trying to become an AI expert overnight. So what makes AI employees different from the regular AI tools you're used to? First off, you don't need to prompt them like crazy. Forget about becoming some AI engineering wizard. You can just talk to them like you would any other person on your team. They get what you're trying to accomplish. Second, they're always learning and getting better. Give them feedback and they'll actually use it. They look at what works and what doesn't, so they keep improving without you having to retrain them from scratch every time. Third, they remember your business stuff. No more explaining who you are and what you do every single time.
392, switch it out with a cat. I got a million right here on my lap.
Learn how to ask for money instead of giving your money all the time. You will not get rich by giving everybody your money. Elon Musk invested. Well, Elon Musk is managing your money. You want to learn how to be the money manager.
C-Corp moves, that's big boy business. Banks show love when they see that difference. Turn one loan to a whole new system. Turn one play to a whole new mission. No scams here, my name too clean. Derek Whitehead, you know what I mean. Real funny game, not a money machine. Build real wealth for the family and team.
I'm going to say, who's going to come and teach for 10 hours? Going on here?
Recording in progress.
All right, economicbasis.com 360 CEOs. Let's see what we have over here. And thank you everybody for joining. And let's see what we have over here. Here.
Loud. Okay, economicbase.com 360 CEOs. Is the camera on? Rachel, are you there? Rachel, can you see me? Looks a little strange. How about the webinar? Is the webinar okay? Looks a bit different. Oh, that doesn't look right. Let's see if I can. Let's see, webinar. And let's see, we're gonna, if I can get it here. Technical, all right. All right, economicbase.com 360 CEOs. Thank you everybody for joining. Had a little technical issue right there, but that won't stop us, right? That won't stop us. All right, thank you everybody for joining. First thing I want you to do is I want you to go in and I want you to get a pencil and a piece of paper. I may be saying some things that you never heard before. Let's see who's in here. San Diego's up in here. Who is that? Owens. B2B. Okay, Bobby. Hello, how are you, Susan? Greetings. New Jersey. I got to do something in New Jersey. That's my home state. Got to do something in New York, New Jersey. All right, cool. Johnny from Brooklyn. Who is that? Phoenix, Arizona. We got them from everywhere. Okay, that's right. Take notes. All right, take notes. Temple, Texas, Merchant. Justin from Wisconsin. Let's see if I can find me a pen, a piece of paper, because you're gonna need to write this stuff down. All right, you're gonna need to write this stuff down. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Let me see if I can get a decent pen here. Got these pens. Let's see who else. Early from Mississippi. MISSISI. All right. Who is this? Let's see. Link up, San Diego. Okay, stand up, stand out. Okay, Raymond Sparks, Houston, Texas. Sweet, you got them all over. Restream camera is not on. Restream camera is not on. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see, down here. And here. See if we can go to. Okay. Restream camera. How's that? Okay. Taking it out. Okay. Let's see if we can go back over here. Oops. And I'm catching a hold of this stuff. Okay. Let me see if I can open that up. All right. Okay. Let's see. Welcome everyone. Take notes. Grab a piece of paper. You're exactly right. Let's see. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a pencil and paper, because I'm going to say some things that you probably never heard before. And if you've been here before, we're going to have question and answers. So please hold all your questions till the end. I've been doing this thing for years, and I usually stay on to about 5 hours, right? Everybody used to write it being on 5 hours, all right? But I got to fly out of here early in the morning, so I'm not going to be able to do all these 5 hours that we do, 3 hours and 5 hours, right? So I want you to take a pencil and paper, sit your children down, because I may be saying some things that you've never heard before, all right? So matter of fact, let me get me some pencil and paper so I can take some notes, all right? Make sure that works. Yeah, that works. All right, so sit your children down. I like to teach the children as much as I like to teach the grown-ups. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a scratch pump code. And I want you to pay close attention, because this is catered towards people that have businesses and people that don't have businesses, right? I realize that sometimes I get on here and I talk as though everybody has a business, and I talk as though everybody doesn't have a business, all right? So what I want to do is I want to let you know what we're going to do is we want to cater it towards those that have a business, If you have a business, I want to solve the issue. What is the issue with people that have businesses? They call that business to business, B2B. So what the issue that I've noticed is 75% of people that go out of business, they go out of business because of lack of funding. They don't have the money to keep it going, or they don't have the money to grow. So your first thing is to grow. When you have a business, grow. And I'm going to be hitting on some points that nobody teaches you on the internet. Who? Nobody. Because they're not catering towards your growth. All right. So the first thing I want you to know, if you have a business, I'm here as a problem solver, and this is free. I want you to succeed. So the first thing is figure out what are some of the things that you may have in business that are a hindrance to you. And the one thing I want you to know is I know that you know that I know you want to grow. You don't want to stay at, if you're making $200,000 a year, if you're making $100,000, you need to be making $400,000, $500,000 a year. If you're making $500,000, you should be making $1 million, $1.5 million, because you're not wealthy unless you're making $1.5 million, and that's called what? That's called an accredited investor. The banks and all wealthy people have to become an accredited investor. If you're not doing $1.5 million a year, you're not an accredited investor. Okay. Somebody keeps saying Jerry curl. This ain't no Jerry curl. This is real hair. This is real hair. This is real hair. Okay. All right. So, what I want you to know is you have to have growth. We call that upside down T. All right. So now, if you're a millionaire, then you should have 100 million. If you have 100 million, then you should have a billion, because this is not $1 million world. This is not 1975. $1 million is a house. Out in LA, right? A house, a 4-bedroom house is $1.5 million. In San Diego, a 4-bedroom house is $1.4 million. That's just a house. So I know you can do better than just having a house. All right. There's a guy named Floyd Mayweather. He fought for $750 million a couple of years ago. $750 million. All right. There's a guy. His name. I think his name is Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre. He sold earphones for $1 billion. So I'm pretty sure if you're a business person, you're not satisfied, because $1 million is not going to take care of your children's children. Okay, so we need to grow. So there's 3 ways that we grow, and I want to hit on that today. The first thing is go in and get your $1, $2, $3, $4, $500,000 and make sure that you have access to capital constantly. So we want to show you many of the different ways to do that. The next thing is, that's what I call 100 air. $1 million is 100 air. All right. Some people, that's not even a watch and a ring. All right. So the next level is a millionaire. 100 air, 1.5 mil. Millionaire, when I say millionaire, I mean 10 million, 20 million, 50 million. So you can buy like an apartment complex, where you have $200,000-$300,000 coming in every month after all expenses. Selling. If you have a business and you must don't stop. So if you're sitting around selling products and waiting for somebody to buy your product, okay, and that's how your business is going to grow, then you are totally doing things backwards. Hear me out now. Let me say this again. Let me build. If you are going in and you have cars, like we have 2 car dealerships here. We sell Rolls Royce, Jaguar, Mercedes-Benz, and Bentley. All right? Sometimes Rolls Royce. Primo Auto, 6920 Miramar Road. Okay? So now, what you want to do is go in and learn some of the things that that business people do. Not a hustle. Not a hustle. But if your mind is not open to business, nobody knows all. So if your mind is not open to other business opportunities and business objectives,
I need a medic.
You're gonna stay where you are. We need to go in and entertain everything and believe nothing.
Medic.
So don't go believe in everything I'm saying. I want you to listen to it.
I'm bleeding out, medic.
I'm trying to tell you. But I heard of Mach. Business. That's, okay. What about another? The greatest salesman that ever lived. If they ain't teaching you this basics on the internet, they ain't teaching you nothing. Because if you play by the rules, you will win. 99% of the time you will win. If you don't understand the rules of business, just like you got rules in football, you got rules in basketball, you got rules in tennis, or you got rules in driving. If you keep going through that stop sign, what the rule book says, you must stop for a stop sign for your own safety. That's the rule. If you keep going through that stop sign, you may get through a couple of times with the luck of God. Sooner or later, your car gonna wind up in the junkyard. 99% of the time, you just getting by. See, somebody know what I'm talking about. Sun Tzu. Okay? So, if you have somebody that can teach you the rules, then you're fortunate, because nobody on the internet is giving you 360. And unfortunately, a lot of people, if you're not saying something that they already heard before, people have a fear of new ideas and new things. But I'm not teaching new ideas. I'm teaching stuff that's been around forever. In fact, hold on, let me go get you a book. Hold on. I just had to pull this out. A lot of things that I say come out of Congress. Congress. Money and finance. So I'm here to let you know, you don't have to go on the internet listening to all these gurus about how your credit's supposed to go, or how you get money. and the rules of getting money. Go look for it yourself. You don't have to do any of that listening to all, let me search around. Oh, this guy is telling the truth. This guy is telling a lie. Congress. Okay, now, getting money and how you're going to get the money. Other people's money. So you're going to finance it. That's how this country is built. If the United States is $30 trillion, I said 30, no, not 30, 37 trillion in debt. If they're 37 trillion in debt, and they are, but they're the powerful, most greatest country in the world, because you got to know how to use debt to your benefit. We use credit. We don't let credit use us. So you don't take a credit card and go shopping. You take a credit card and use the bank's money and go make some money, then go shopping. We got to change our thinking. Very good to meet you. Very good to meet you. So right here, we're going to get other people's money, right? So how are we going to get it? Money, and we're going to finance it. We're going to finance our products. We're going to finance what we want. And after we finance it, then we're going to go in. And what are we going to do? We're going to have commerce. You're going to take the money you get and buy commerce or do commerce. That means trade. Commerce and trade. So if you buy, you get the money, you finance the money, and then you go buy computers. That's commerce. And then you trade that commerce for a higher amount, more than you paid for it. It's basic math. Now, why am I saying this basic stuff? Because some people have businesses that listening here, that are listening. Okay, that's B2B, and you have issues. And I want to solve some of those issues for you so you can grow. But you got to have an open mind and then go investigate it. And you don't have to go listen to me. A lot of things I say are out of Congress. So if you don't like what I'm saying, don't argue with me. Argue with Congress. Argue with them. All right. So take what I say, go back and investigate it. All right. Don't just believe what people are saying. Now, business to business, this is for you business people who already have businesses. There are levels to this thing. And the highest level, thank you so much. I appreciate you too. So the highest level in business is having everybody around the world be able to give you money. If you're dealing with the bank just giving you money, that's small. That's the small part. That's the first level. After you do the bank, $1.5 million, you're done. Now you go in and you get yourself what they call the title of those books. I was waiting for somebody to ask. Okay. Title of the book is Congress, United States Code, and Title 31 annotated. Title 31 annotated. Money and Finance. Subsection 101-3358, Volume 1 of 2. You don't have to read all of them. I suggest this. Got it? The next book is United States Code, Title 15 annotated, Commerce and Trade. Subsection 1601-2089, Volume 5 of 7. So get number 5 out of 7. So you don't have to read all of these books that I had to read to bring this to you. Okay? There you go. All right. So for the business people, I want you to go in and go business to business. I want you to grow. First level, the bank. Let's say $500,000 in credit cards. After you get the credit cards, and here's some of the credit cards that you're going to go in and get. Credit cards. Don't say they don't give them to you, because they give them to me and they'll give them to you. Credit cards. I can pull these out all day. All day. So why don't you get them? Because nobody's teaching you how to build your company right and go get you some. Okay? There's a bunch more. I got a whole bunch more. I got a ton of them. Okay, so they will give them to you. They give them to me. They will give them to you all day long. Like Lionel Richie. All night long. All right, all night long. But that's just the first level. So a lot of people teach you all night long. All right, so a lot of people teach you on the internet, and I know I'm looking all the time, and they teach you credit card stacking. Credit card stacking. So what I want you to do is don't do credit card stacking, because if you do credit card stacking, I'm telling you, I have to teach some of these people, you may become red flagged if you get too many credit cards too fast. Now hear me out now. Let me build. You're trying to appease the underwriter. So if you go in and get too many credit cards too fast, sometimes the rabbit beats the turtle. And sometimes the turtle beats the rabbit. Most of the time, the turtle beats the rabbit. So take it easy and continue to grow fast, rather than to run and fall over your face like the rabbit and then stop at a certain point and be limited. There goes that word, limited. Now, if you go in and do credit card stacking, the bank will say they haven't even made a first payment yet. So we're a little shaky about this because we don't know how they're gonna act. So they have banks talking to banks. That's called Small Business Financial Exchange. Write this down, because they're not teaching you this on the internet. Small Business Financial Exchange. Who is that? That's when you're going to get money, installment lines. But that is banks talking to banks. Now, remember that meeting, I believe it was in South Carolina? Read the book. It's called the Meeting on Jekyll Island. The Meeting on Jekyll Island. Okay? That's when all the banks got together secretly and said, we are no longer going to work against each other. We're going to work together. So banks talk to banks. Maybe you guys have heard of Plaid. Anybody has heard of Plaid, put up a 5. Anybody heard of Plaid or Small Business Financial Exchange? Put up a 5. So I can know who I'm dealing with here. Because if a lot of people heard of it, then we can skip and we can go to the next level. And whatever level you want to go to, I've been doing this 30 years. We can go to another level, next level, next level. All right, good. Okay, the next thing I want everybody to do is, there's a lot of things that I may be saying on the internet. We have TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and plus the free webinar. Sometimes I say things financially that they're not used to hearing, and they will shut me down. They shut me down all the time. Anybody that's used to seeing me, you know, they will say, nope, because they don't like what I'm saying. Maybe their guidelines are being crossed. They say, we don't like that. So I want you to go into economicmasonry.com. Go to economicmasonry.com and sign in. It's free, and we're going to have question and answers. Go there now, because if they shut me down, you're not going to be able to see the rest of what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so go to economicmasonry.com and sign in now, so that in case they shut me down, they do this to me. They do this to me, right? See, I'm not like everybody else teaching the basics. They don't mind them. You know, I go overboard. And I'm going to go overboard tonight. Again. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get those credit cards, right? But I don't want you to go too fast. Don't do credit card stacking, because if you do credit card stacking, they may shut you down. So I want you to go in and I want you to get yourself 150, no more than 175 in credit cards, or either get about 3 credit cards, or don't go over 150 or 175 in funding on credit cards. Then I want you to stop it because now you're going into another level where the bank is going to be watching and saying, why are they asking for so much credit so fast? And they may red flag you. Now you'll be sitting there. You could be red flagged for who knows how long. They know, but you don't know. And you know, why can't I get any more money? Because you don't know why. You have no idea. Maybe you've been red flagged. So I want you to sign up for Experian Business, right? I'm moving kind of fast because I'm in limited time, right? So I want you to sign up for Experian Business. And when you sign up for Experian Business, right, that's about $189 for the year. And I want you to check your credit report. And when you pay your first payment on the cards and it shows up on your business credit, then guess what? Now you can put your pedal down to the metal and keep boom, 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 boom. But also remember to remove those inquiries. You cannot have more than 3 inquiries talking about getting more and more and more money, but that's not your credit. That's the company's credit. They just have that inquiry on your credit report. And if you have more than 3 inquiries, you're not getting any more money. So stop, pay the bill, and also erase the inquiry, because that's not your inquiry. That's the business's inquiry. That's the personal credit. Remove that inquiry from your personal credit. See? Now I'm looking around, nobody's teaching you this on the internet, but that is very, very serious. Economicmasonry.com. Go in there and sign up, because sometimes I say things that they don't like what I'm saying. Now, that's your first hit. Once you go in, now you can continue getting credit cards, because the bank feels comfortable that you've made your first payment. If you don't make, I'm teaching you banking. Now watch this. If you don't make 6 months of payments on a credit card, then guess what? The bank cannot write that off. That's called, when they write it off, if you don't pay after 6 months, that's called debt equity. They can write it off and say, at the end of the year, they can say, yeah, we made the money, debt equity. But they can't do that if you haven't made 6 months of payments. Did you know that? Okay, because the people that are teaching on the internet are not bankers. I used to teach some of these people, all right? So your first line is make sure you make your first payment. Don't do credit card stacking. Sometimes, most of the time, the turtle beats the rabbit. All right? Next thing is, when you go in and they report you, once they report you, you want to go in and do what they call, I want you to go in not to Dun & Bradstreet. Did you got your Dun & Bradstreet? That's for babies and rookies. Dun & Bradstreet is not money. That's merchant accounts. So why are you interested in Dun & Bradstreet? Okay, what you want to do, and you heard it from me, you want to go into Experian Business, and you want to go put all your information, sign up with them, and put all your info in Experian, and let them push you through Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, Dun & Bradstreet, and PayNet. They will push you through all the 5 bureaus, not 3 bureaus. Personal, that's personal. Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. I'm talking 5 bureaus for business. Who's teaching you that you have 5 bureaus? You should know the 5 bureaus so you can get what you want and not be guessing. If you want cars, they're going to go in and they're going to check PayNet. Write this down. PayNet. Don't go in guessing. Build up your PayNet. And then after you build up your PayNet, then once you put it in Experian, they're going to shoot it through all the other bureaus. So now what's going to happen? Now, when they go to check to give you a car, they see, oh, he made some payments. And they check the PayNet. Then you go in, once you see it hit, now you go into Ally, Ally. There's other ones, but I like Ally. You go into Ally and go get your cars. Go get a fleet of cars. Got it? If you want to go in and get those, Costco cards or those cards that you can't get money on, right? Then you're going to go in and you're going to go build up your Dun and Bradstreet. But you looking for Costco cards? Are you looking for Quill and Euroline? Who the hell? I'm sorry, maybe children watching. Who the heck is going to give you 1 million, 50,000, 500,000 because you got a $50 quill? Nobody. That's not even money. That's just a card that you can use in the store, but you can't use it for money. So why you all this? Sign up for your Dun & Bradstreet. Sign up. Isn't that what they do, right? Who gonna give you a $10,000 credit card when you got a quill? So, learn the 5 bureaus. I'm going to talk about the 5 bureaus in a minute. We're going to talk about Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, Dun & Bradstreet, and PayNet. PayNet is when you're going to get your cars. Dun & Bradstreet is those merchant accounts. We're looking for money, not merchant accounts. And banks don't care nothing about the merchant accounts when you talk about money, because they can't take back money. They can cut that card off, but they can't take that money back. All right. So the next thing is Small Business Financial Exchange. That's when they're going to check installment lines, $100,000, $10,000, $5,000, $1 million, whatever. You pay it down and you're done. Installment line. The other two is Experian and Equifax. That's going to be your credit cards, your revolving lines of credit, and your credit cards. So write that down, 5 bureaus. If you have questions, let's go to question and answers, all right? So now that's for your business, to grow your business. Now we talk about those that don't have a business, right? If you have a business already, there's 3 levels. Don't get stuck in the first level, 200,000, 300,000, $1 million. Come on now, we got to grow. All right, so your first level in the business, 1.5 million with the bank. After you finish with that, then you're going to go in and you're going to get yourself this $125 book. That's $125. Who's teaching you this on the internet? There's levels to this thing. Stop playing. Okay. Somebody said, I'm stuck on level 0. We're going to handle that. We're going to problem solve today. That's what the day is about. So the next level is those, not 100-aire, 1.5 mil, but a millionaire. And that's how you do this. It's $125, and every business person that's making large amounts of money, they know how to use this. You buy this book on Amazon. It's called the corporate kit. $125, but this is almost a license to print money. You're looking for money. This is almost a license to print money, a friend of mine said. Okay, so now you go in and you give these out, and there's places that raise money for you. They get money for you. Probably never heard that before, but I know, I'll tell you one thing. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Starbucks, Chase Bank, every multimillionaire or billionaire, they know what that is. You just you weren't exposed to it. Now, guess what? Somebody said Piggly Wiggly, them too. Now, guess what? I want you to go in to look up Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr. He went in, I think last month, $20 billion. Look at the gun store. Look at the, thank you. Look at the gun store Donald Trump bought. And look and see what he did. Look at Donald Trump last year. He raised $5 billion in a month. If this doesn't appeal to you, if you're okay with $1,000, $2,000, $500,000, $1 million, if you're okay with that, listen how I tell you how to go get that, and then you can go and swipe and go look at something on the internet. But if you're not satisfied, you want to grow your business, first level, second level, and then third level with this. And that is taking your company public or doing a reverse merger. Don't be scared because you never heard this before. All right? Private placement memorandum. Who said that? Crystal. That's what I'm talking about. All right? So there's 3 levels. Those you, now that's business to business. Come in, get your business popping and get more buying power. Buying power. Next, if a person already doesn't have a business, now we're going to get in and talk to them now about how to get your business started the right way. Okay, ready? So now I'm a problem solver, so I want to go in and solve your issues, and your issues are about money, getting more money or getting yourself started. Okay, all right, so what you're going to learn today is the secrets of how to get $100, $200, $300, $400, $500,000, even $1 million to invest and enjoy your life. And that's not it. Remember, there's 3 levels. Next slide. Now, who are you? Where you come from? Who are you? Some people think I just popped up yesterday. No. I was probably doing this before most of the people that's teaching you on the internet. I was probably doing this before they were born. I just look like this. Right? Some people say, you look old. I'm old as dirt. All right, I've been around since when they made dirt. Right? I was there. Right, I was like, there's dirt. Okay. I think he's a Freemason. No, I'm not talking about masonry. Okay, I'm not talking about masonry. I'm talking about economic builder. Mason means builder. I am economically building. If you look at my symbol, it says an E, not a G. Make sure that the cornerstone that you're looking at is true and correct, or your building will be off. Isn't that right, traveling man? Isn't that right? All right. So, who are you? Where you come from? Okay. Well, I've been around for a minute, and I'm gonna go through this real quick about who I am. I ain't gonna sit on me. You didn't come here to hear about who I am. You came here to hear how you can either get your business bigger or go in and build a business and have all the riches that everybody else has that nobody's telling you about. Okay. All right. So I'm Derek Whitehead, CEO of Alpha Incorporated, 30 years of business, high-end banking, $20.2 billion under management. Yes, I manage $20.2 billion under management. Market traded notes. Now, if you're talking about some real money, notes. Nobody's talking to you about no notes because they're not on that level. All right. And so I have an issue with a lot of people who know what I know, older people, but they're not interested in teaching on the internet. Most of the people that are interested in teaching on the internet is new money. Old money is not interested in teaching on the internet. That's why I'm here. I love the fact that people are teaching on the internet, and because nobody was talking about this stuff 20 years ago. Nobody was talking about this. Nobody was even talking about your credit. Now people are learning. So I'm looking around and saying, but wait a minute, they only teaching one level. That's why I'm here. All right. So yes, manage 20.2 billion under management of market traded notes, non-performing notes, mind you. Okay. So if you want to know more about notes, you have a house note, you have a car note, you have a jet note, you have a yacht note. You have a credit card is a note. If you owe somebody some money and you write a promise to pay, That's a note. On your dollar bill, it says Federal Reserve note. Doesn't it say that? But we're not paying attention. Notes. All right, so you want to learn more about notes, go to question and answers. We're going to have question and answers, and ask me the question, and then I'm going to tell you about it, okay? Big money notes. All right, so next slide. Some of the people, I'm not going to talk about all this, me all day. I've trusted lenders. I've helped high performers, high capital champions in the areas, helped scale their businesses to multi-million-dollar businesses. You know, all these people. Those that know me know me. I did not just pop up here yesterday. I may have popped up teaching you today, but I've been around a minute, all right? And so you have people like famous basketball players and like Cuttino Mobley. He played for the Houston Rockets and the LA Lakers, right? You know, he's on saying, that's him with me. He's saying on our website, Economic Masonry, go there and you'll see him saying, thank you, Derek, for everything you teach me. Oh, yeah. I can name a lot of other ones too, but we're not going to go through all this. Right there is the Secretary of State and myself, Dr. Shirley Weber, the Secretary of State of California. All right. Over here is Kimberly Ellis. She ran for the president of the Democratic Party. Over there is me and a senator. Over there is me and a congresswoman. That guy in the red tie, he spoke at the Democratic convention. I spoke there. He was the counsel for 2 presidents and me. All right. Down there is Taisha Brown. Taisha Brown with the congresswoman and myself in the tuxedo. She's on there. She helps people in San Diego. Look her up, Taisha Brown. She's the person that helps people get elected to Congress and Senate. Right? She's on our website, economicmasonry.com, saying, thank you, Derek, for everything you teach me. Just because you're powerful, just because you have a lot of money or you're a professional ball player or sports, whatever, doesn't mean that they know everything I'm teaching you. And she's saying, thank you, Derek, just go and look at it. And a lot of other people on there. So I'm not going to go through all these other people. There's a congressman down there with his little Congress pin on, shaking my hand. I spoke at the Democratic Party twice. All right, so I spoke to some of those people, and I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm an independent. I stay out of their politics. I'm a capitalist. I'm after money. I'm after capital. I let them handle their politics. I'm a capitalist. Just like the president lives in the Capitol and the people that run the country work on Capitol Hill, I'm a capitalist. I'm looking for money, capital. Just like Elon Musk is a capitalist. So I want you to be a capitalist. So once you leave here and people say, what do? I drive truck, I do hair. No more. When you leave here tonight, I want you to say, I'm a capitalist. You got something I can capitalize on? If it's legal and it brings in money or brings in capital, I will capitalize on it. And I'm a businessman. I'm a businesswoman. I don't just do hair. That's just one of the things I do. But you got something I can capitalize on? Let's go. All right. So take the red pill, right? Not the blue pill. Like the Matrix, take that thing out the back of your head, open your mind, and start doing things like the rich folks are doing it. What I'm teaching you is out of the 85% don't know this, the 15% all know this. All right, so next slide. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's figure out how to go get this money on the first level. If you have a business, you need structure your business the proper way. If you don't structure it the proper way, you will not be doing business. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. If you like basketball, learn how to shoot like Jordan. Learn how to rebound like Dennis Rodman or Wilt Chamberlain. Learn how to copy them. Don't reinvent it. Swimming upstream against the stream, like a salmon. I'm not a salmon. I go with the flow. Right? I don't go upstream to mate. I go get with the tide, right? So All right, so let's get into it. If you don't have a business, learn how to get yourself a business and leave a legacy for your family. And if you do have a business, let's go to the next level. I don't care what level you're on. Nobody cares about how much money you have. They care about how much your corporation is worth. It's not about how much money you have. So stop bragging, I got 10 million in the bank. Nobody cares, because you can spend 10 million tomorrow and be broke. Business people know that. The bank knows that. Investors know that. But they're interested, if you say, my business is worth 10 million, they know, whoa. So that means you can sell it for 3 times more than what you have in the bank, or what it's worth, the value. That's why you need a valuation on your business. Okay. Next, you can sell it for 6 times if it's a corporation, and you can sell it for 9 times if you're publicly traded. And that's easy. So why wouldn't you go out, fund yourself $300,000, go buy yourself a publicly traded company, and now have people